Oh, it is good to be home. It's nice to get away though, but you can't beat your own home comforts. Plus, I'm glad to be back on the podcast today so I can sit and talk to you and tell you a few stories and whatnot as always. It's good to be back. Right, let's go. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day it is, you have decided to switch on this lovely podcast. Welcome back to the Moore Army Podcast, episode 101 of the Moore Army Unleashed podcast. 101. If you haven't checked out the last episode, which was the 100th episode, go and check it out. It's now available. But welcome back, guys. Back here on this Tuesday morning here in, well, I was going to say lovely weather-wise, Northern Ireland. It's not gloomy and rainy and it's back to like typical weather here in this country. But anyway, good morning or good afternoon or good evening. Hope you're all keeping well since I spoke to you last Tuesday on the podcast. Let's just say I've had an eventful week since the last time I spoke to you on the podcast. It's been fun, believe me. Tiring as well, but fun. And a lot of good memories. So anyway, what have I got for you today? I got loads to talk about today on the podcast. Loads of stories. Today's a big day as well for all you Apple iPhone users out there. Hence the title of this this podcast today. Big day for Apple phone users, and I'm looking forward to seeing the press conference today. So if you're tuned in to listen for information about that, I'll talk to you in just about a wee second. And I got loads of other stuff that's going on. It's just, you know me guys, I just call a spade a spade. So I actually could sit here for everything that's happened in the world in the last year. I could sit here for about a month and talk to you about it all. It's just the world's going fucking boogaloo. But anyway, yes, before I get into all the argy-bargy and all the nonsense I talk about here on the podcast today, and I also got some of your great questions to answer as well, I would like to just obviously get the usual stuff out of the way, as I like to call it, the housekeeping here on before I start the podcast today. So once again, if you are a new listener, hello. Or if you're a regular listener, welcome back to the Moore Army Podcast. If you would like to get in touch with the program or the podcast, as you want to call it, you can by the following methods. You can contact us by email, which you all probably know by now, but if you're new to the podcast, it's moorearmypodcast@yahoo.com. Also, you can contact us on social media, which is Facebook, the Moore Army YouTube channel, Facebook page, which is over there. Please give us a wee like and a follow on there. Would appreciate it. And also my Instagram, which is official, Matthew Moore on Instagram. So our website is still currently down at the moment. We're trying to get that all rejiggied about and stuff like that. But if you're listening to us here on social media, or you're listening to us on any other platform, which is be TuneIn Radio, or you can go and check out our merch store, which if you're on YouTube as well, don't forget to hit subscribe. You can go below there, the link in the description. You can find our Moore Army merchandise store, which you can get all your great hoodies, t-shirts, mugs. We've even got a Moore Army podcast jigsaw puzzle. Yeah, not great. Not really. I'm not a big fan of jigsaws like I used to be. But you can get all your merch on there. We're trying to get some new Moore Army podcast merch dropped this week. And we're also got the Christmas stuff lined up for Christmas as well. And I know you're saying, Matthew, it's only September. But there's people out there, which we talked about in this podcast the last few weeks, who like to do their Christmas shopping right and early. So you can go on and check out our merch store on there too as well. Get your great merchandise at great prices, and you get it delivered in the UK within a day or two. I've actually ordered some stuff from our store for myself, which I want to start wearing in the vlogs more regularly. And also, guys, before I continue on, if you want to go and check out our friends and partners of the podcast, FTBL Spot, for all your football needs, whether it be a mystery shirt in a box, classic football shirts, football boots, and more. Check out our other friends at FTBL Spot on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also if you go to their website, in their social media links, and contact them and quote Moore Army, they will give you a great discount code for a really good discount on all their great products on their website. So that's FTBL Spot. Good friends and partners of the Moore Army Podcast. Right, where was I? Since last Tuesday. Gee whiz, guys, what a week. What a weekend. since the last time I spoke to you. Before I get into some of the news stories that I'm going to talk about today, which some of them are really friggin' annoying me. But some I'm looking forward to speaking about, actually. Yeah, today, what I've been doing since the last time I spoke to you, my good God. As you all know by watching the vlogs, if you have been watching them on our YouTube channel, Mirror Army YouTube channel, you want to go over there, hit subscribe and follow the videos, I appreciate it. I was away for the weekend on my own, nobody with me, just myself. I took myself off to Blackpool. Now, I was supposed to be going to watch a show, which was cancelled by our lovely government, by the way. Don't want to get too much in that there, but I don't want to offend too many people, you know. Still get the occasional wee moron coming in and saying, "You offended me what I said." Okay, fair enough. It was cancelled. Then I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm in Blackpool, I'll go and watch Blackpool versus Luton Town. And it was cancelled as well because of international break. So I thought to myself, right, what am I going to do when I'm in Blackpool? I'm going to have a ball. So I went out on Thursday night, which was just so much fucking fun. I went to a couple of wee local bars. I didn't go to any clubs or nothing like that. I went to a couple of local bars, and I tell you what, guys, I had the time of my life. I started off in Wetherspoons. Go and watch the vlog. You'll see it yourself. I was a little bit tiddly in it. It was brilliant. Started off at the Alberton Land, Wetherspoons, right directly underneath Blackpool Tower, which started off quite interestingly with shots and pints, but also sitting at the front watching the beautiful sunset set on the beautiful beach of Blackpool, while sitting watching two men get arrested and their ass dragged in the back of a fucking van. Yeah, that was interesting. You see that in the vlog. You don't see the men being dragged in the van, but you see the police and you see the lead up to it. So, yeah, that was fun, entertaining, sitting having a few pints and a few wee shots and stuff and watching these men having their ass dragged into the fucking van because they were fighting in the restaurant. And then I went from there to a couple of our wee local bars. And our first one I went into, I ended up playing pool with the locals, which was great. Met a couple of our local lads at the bar. We're just sitting talking away about stuff and talk about life in general and football and women and all this. They were just so kind. The guys I was playing pool with and stuff, I asked them could I do a bit of vlogging while they were in. They were like, not a problem, you work away, big lad, knock yourself out. And I was showing a couple of the younger players my channel and stuff, and they were like, whoa, holy shit, many subscribers now you have? And I'm like, yeah, that's me. And yeah, met them and all and stuff like that, and got a couple of selfies and stuff, and that was great. But the next bar was even better. The next bar was awesome. It had karaoke. Guys, £1 fucking 40 for a pint of beer. £1.40, and then other pints, I think the most I seen was 180. As I said in my vlog, it was like going back to the mid to late 90s, early 2000s for a beer. It was incredible. And then, to make it even better, I met this couple from back home here. And I met another couple from there who recognised me as well. They were buying me beer and buying me cocktails. And then I met a local guy who was really, really cool too. He's in the vlog. You can actually see him on the vlog. He's actually in the vlog. He bought me a pint as well. And the fact that people were meeting me, and I was like sitting there going, I'm a fucking Blackpool. Like, and these people are coming and going, hey, you're... So they must have recognised me from previous Blackpool videos or whatever. They must have knew me from somewhere. But yeah, that bar was cool. There wasn't a lot of people in it because it was only a Thursday night, but there was a gooby crowd in it. And I tell you what, the karaoke was great. There was this one particular girl who was singing karaoke, and she was the fucking bollocks. I mean, she should be a singer. I don't know why she is or not, like, but you actually see a wee quick clip of her in my vlog, and she's amazing. And the staff were brilliant, and oh my God, it was so much fun. But the funniest part of it all, and I didn't even video it, was actually me coming up the road on FaceTime with my mum. She's going to fucking kill me for saying that. Coming up the road with mum was fucking hilarious. Just walking up the road, and I was sort of going a wee different detour because I wanted to see a couple of different things. You know, just like when you're drinking, you don't really care, and you're walking and you don't give a shit, and you're like, nah, whatever. You know, and she was like, get you home safe and all, are you okay and all? I'm just panicking, and I was like, yes, I'm fine. I'm absolutely grand. I was pissed as a fart, like, but it was grand. But that was a very good night, guys. Thursday night was fucking hilarious. I wish I had a film more. I really do wish I had a film more. of where I was and what I was doing, because it was just a really good night, and I had a, even though I went out on my own, it was fucking brilliant. I had a great time, met so many lovely people, and thanks to all them people who came up to me and said hello. And that guy, even Andy, he says, I'll be in your video. Put the camera on. I was like, you really? It's your video? Fuck yeah, put it on. I was like, okay, this is Andy. All right, man, how are you? Where are you from? He was local. At that point, I was pissed, and I was like, he's a local. He's a local. He knows who I am. He's a local. But no, he was a nice guy, cool guy. So, but no, thanks to everybody who come up and said hello. I appreciate it. So Thursday night was entertaining. Friday was a good day as well. I just sort of went around the town, and then on Friday night, I went out and seen all the lovely illuminations in Blackpool. It was a good day as well. But Saturday was an even better day. Saturday was an excellent day. I really, truly enjoyed Saturday. Guys, I went to Bolton. I went to the Bolton Wanderers versus AFC Wimbledon game at, I still call it the Reebok Stadium. It's called the Tough Sheet Community Stadium now. Don't know why it's called that. Like, it's probably a sponsor, but I always know it as the Reebok Stadium in Bolton. Went past it a couple of times over the years on the train from the airport to Blackpool and stuff, and I tell you what, guys, what a nice, warming, welcoming club Bolton Wanderers are. Seriously. Lovely people. When I first got to the ground, I started off my vlog at the statue behind one of the stands, and I had a couple come up and go, are you filming for something? Are you a journalist or something? And I went, no, I'm a YouTube vlogger and been doing it for years, and I go around different match day vlogs and stuff. And they're like, oh, right, okay, cool. So I just said to him, where do you go for here, here, and here? And he says, well, if you go over there, she says you might see some of the players coming off the bus. So I thought, okay. So I went over there anyway. And guys, I was quite happy because I didn't get to see the Bolton players coming in, but I got to see, and I shook some hands of the Wimbledon players. And I mean, I've been watching Wimbledon the last couple of years from their rise from basically coming back from nothing into their new stadium and all that there. I got to meet some of the players, and they were lovely people, and you see it in the match day vlog, you see them all coming in and stuff, so it was great. I went round to the wee souvenir shop, unbelievable, great. So it was such a great shop inside, amazing. Got myself a programme inside it and bits and bobs, and then I went into the stand itself. Guys, what a stadium. What a beautiful stadium. I've always wanted to go to that ground. It was one of them grounds that, it opened in 1999. And it's hard to believe it was that bloody long ago. And I always remember watching them in the Premier League days and all years ago, Bolton, going, God, that's one wee stadium I'd love to go and visit. It's called the Reebok Stadium back in the day. And I ticked it off the bucket list. What a seat. Guys, I know people out there watch my videos, not for the football stuff, but if you get a chance, look at some of the footage that I put out of the Bolton game. Not the playing part of it, that was football, but the stadium and the outskirts of the stadium and all too. They have their own fan zone right outside the ground, which is so well organised. And the people were so friendly. Like, I sat down in my seat pitch side beside this guy who drove, I think it was 4 or 5 hours to get there himself. Lovely guy, chatting about football, chatting about life in general. And then to my right, there was a mother and daughter, lovely people. And then to my left was that guy, and then a seat up after him was another mother and daughter, and they were such lovely people. And they even turned around and said to me, the next time you're in our ground, if you're in the stand, make sure you come down and say hello to us, because we always sit in the same seats as our season tickets, so make sure you come back down and say hello, and you're always welcome back here. And I was thinking, that's really, really nice. And every person who I met were lovely. And ever since I put the match day vlog out on Saturday evening, I've had a lot of Bolton Wanderers fans contact me on Instagram saying that they enjoyed the match day video and they were thankful for my review of the ground, and they were really, so I was welcome back anytime I want. There's a corner of the stand, or the main stand I was in, it's a corner of the section. It's like an elite group of fans. Every club has them, their own wee elite group of fans, whatever it is. And a few of them mailed me on Instagram saying, big man, next time you're in Bolton, get a ticket up in our corner, you can come up and sit and all. And I'm thinking, that's actually really, really nice of them. So I mailed a couple of them back and I went, yeah, I will. I will. If I get a chance to come over before the end of the season, I will. I'll get over for a game and I'll get a ticket maybe up in that corner and sit with all you crazy fans, which will make a vlog even fucking better. But great club, community-based club, so friendly. I had a couple of messages from a friend of mine, Connor, who's a Wigan fan, who's their rivals, and he was like, oh, they're fucking go, but banter, back and forth banter. But listen, it's an ordinary stadium off the bucket list, and it's great, and I was glad to go and visit it. So I was, and I'll definitely be back soon because Bolton is a tidy wee ground and I like it. And I like the support they had. And they won 3-0 against Wimbledon. Wimbledon were produced today, man. Go and watch the match day vlog if you don't believe me. Go and check it out. It's really, really fun. So back to the rest of the weekend. Saturday night, when I get back from Bolton, right back in Blackpool about what, 6:45 maybe? Straight back to the apartment, quick change of clothes, uploaded the video. Fucking Wi-Fi in my wee apartment thing was unbelievably fast. I was uploading videos in like 2 and 3 minutes. It was unbelievable. Then we went out on Saturday night and went for a wee dander around the town, round Blackpool at the front. Blackpool was bunged on Saturday night. Got myself a nice fish and chips, sat down the seafront and just watched the world go by. Had a brilliant time. But then Sunday made it even fucking worse. Sunday was a nightmare. What is it with Manchester Airport and me? I don't think Manchester Airport likes me. I said this in my blog. Maybe it's because I'm a Liverpool supporter. I'll make this brief before I get into some of the stories, and obviously the main one's going to be the iPhone ones today. Gets to the airport reasonably early. Well, not early, but reasonably early. And I get there in time, and I'm just thinking, right, I'll go into the airport, I'll get through the security, which is normally a fucking nightmare in Manchester. I'll get down, I'll get a wee cup of coffee, I'll chill out, I'll edit another video, and I'll just faff about for a wee bit and just mess about around. I'll go into the wee emotion night. It's like a Curry's type store. You go in there and I'll go and have a wee look around the sports store and maybe get something to eat if I get a chance and whatever else. So gets through security. Well, security was actually really good because security is actually finally upgraded now to the rest of what the rest of the airports are like, which is great. Because Manchester Airport was a nightmare at times, still the old school way. Pull everything out of your bag, get everything out of that there, do this, pull this apart, can't go through with that, do it. At least now it was like, just put your bag in and away you go. It's like, okay, thank God. So yeah, it gets there and my flight was due for 4:45. I've been at home for about 5:30 back in my own house in Bangor here, which would have been great. That didn't happen. Apparently, well, Aer Lingus told me this, but apparently there was a bit of a storm in the air across the sea, and the flights were delayed. So my flight kept coming up saying 5:30, and I'm going, fuck, here we go again, delayed, stressed again. Here we go. And then the 2 previous Aer Lingus flights before me to Dublin were cancelled, and all these people from Dublin and elsewhere were going fucking boogaloo. I was sitting there watching this woman scream her head off, going, why didn't you fucking tell me? I was like, oh my God, here we go. It's been one of those days, I bet you. So then they announced a thing on the tannoy system saying, for all Aer Lingus passengers, please go round to gate 9 or 10, whatever it is, for further information on any Aer Lingus flight from this airport. And I thought, oh, here we go. They're going to cancel my fucking flight. It's a cert. What do you say? They're going to cancel my flight, and I'm going to have to try and find another hotel, and I'm going to have to go through a whole rigmarole again where I'm going to have to try and claim compensation off the airline, etc., etc. It's all the way around to gate 9, which is like a fucking 20-mile hike, to be honest with you. It feels like it on your legs because you're walking so far to get to this gate. And when you get there, there's no Aer Lingus staff. There's nobody fucking there, only these other Manchester Airport staff, and they're going, sorry. One was actually standing like that. He was standing like arms wide apart. They get 2 TVs under his arm. He was like, sorry, bro. I don't know, bro. I haven't got a clue what you're talking about, bro. And as I said in the podcast here, was it a week or 2 ago? Don't call me fucking bro or brah. I'm not a bro. I'm not a brah. Actually turned around and said to him, sir, can you stop calling me brah? Or bro, or whatever the fuck it is you're calling me. My name's Matthew. Not in a cheeky way. I just asked him nicely, stop calling me bruh. I hate that fucking saying, oh, alright, bruh. Like, what were you, dropping your fucking head or something? Seriously? Oh my God. I don't know what you're talking about, but go back round to the front, go round to gate 20, which is like the other opposite way, another fucking 25-mile walk to get to an hour. And then I finally walked all the way around to there, and I got there, and this girl from Dublin was standing at the wee gate, the reception desk. And there's a girl from Dublin standing with her suitcase. And I get up to the front, and I go, excuse me, you here to speak to someone from Aer Lingus? And she was like, yeah, I wish I could, she says, because there's nobody fucking here. I'm like, what do you mean? She says, look at the board behind the desk. Aer Lingus, a mobile number to phone. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, this is when we was cancelled tonight. We're going to be stranded here. So me and her tried to phone the mobile number. Nobody answered. And the next minute, this wee small woman came out. And when I say small, like, fuck me, I felt like I'd send her, where's the rest of you? She came out, nothing about against small people, because I don't. But this woman she's just like an old-fashioned, old-school, you know, I mean, with the little women who used to say, just like me bulldogs, just bite your fucking ankles. They don't take no shit from anybody. She came out like a baiting bear. What can I do for you? It was like, well, I'm on the, supposed to be on the quarter to 4 flight to Belfast City. And this lady's on the Dublin flight. Now, this lady was supposed to be on a flight at 5:30, which wasn't even boarding yet, but she was just there for information, like myself, because we didn't know whether the flights were going to be cancelled or not. And she tore into this woman. She was like, oh, the flight's been cancelled. We called people to get here. The woman was like, whoa. Yeah, that's the previous Dublin flight. This is the next flight, 5:30. It's like 3:30, sweetheart. Why are you screaming at me? We called all Dublin passengers. For the previous flight, not. And she was laying into this woman. And I'm just standing there, and I was saying to her, oh, fuck, here we go. She's going to turn around and lay into me. And she literally turned around and she went, and what are you here for? And I just looked at her and went, excuse me? I mean, for your information, I'm here to see if the flight to the city airport's still working or not. We don't know right now. I mean, well then why the fuck did you make an announcement telling all passengers from all their English flights to come to gate 9? Then when we get to gate 9, we got to do an hour 25-mile trek round to the fucking gate. I was like, what are you organising here? Piss up in a fucking brewery? You couldn't organise, couldn't run a bath, never been in an airport. But anyway, I was sitting there and she goes, well, go by and have a seat and rest and see what happens. And I'm thinking, right, I need coffee. So I went in and got a coffee and sat down. I was doing a bit of videoing for the vlog. And I was like, normally in the past, I'd be sitting there going, fucking hey, bitch, who's saying? I just sat there and went, you know something? Whatever it be will be. No point getting stressed. No point running around pulling your fucking hair out and stressing out. You're not going to change the fact of what's going to happen. And we're just sitting there and waiting. And the next minute, I got up and thought, right, I'm going to go over and look at this gate over here, this screen on the wall. And lo and behold, it was like, go to gate, whatever it is. And I was thinking, thank fuck for this. After like 2.5 hours of waiting extra. So they finally get to the gate. I was thinking, what's going to happen here? This is going to be a laugh. I'm going to get to this gate and they're going to turn and say, sorry folks, your plane's been delayed by an hour, 2 hours, or your flight's been cancelled. And I'm going to go, right, okay. But lucky enough we didn't. And we got on our flight, took off 3 hours later. Fucking nightmare. Off we went, back home, get off the plane, and over to the train station, say Belfast City Airport, and the fucking sky opened up with rain and I got drenched. It's every time I go to Manchester Airport, it always seems to be like that. Every time. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I've got to go back to Manchester Airport in December. I'm thinking, oh my God, why do I even bother anymore? Like, seriously, why do I bother anymore? So anyway, yeah. I finally got home. I can't even remember what time I got home. I think it was about 8:30, 9 o'clock or something like that. I couldn't tell you. And it was straight in the door. My bag was empty. All the clothes taken out. Put into the fucking washing machine. Bag put away. Quick shower. Cup of coffee. Sat down. Watched TV for an hour or two. And then got up and went, right, I'm going to bed. I'm screwed. Manchester Airport, why are you a fucking, you're a jinx. I even said to Lewis, go away here in December. I said, you know what's going to happen here? I mean, we're going to get to the airport in Manchester and we're going to have a fucking delay or something, or we'll have to stay overnight. He says, Dad, don't you dare scot us like that. And I went, well, it's just one of those things. Manchester Airport doesn't like me. But apart from that, guys, the rest of the trip was cool. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I had a great time, met great people, and I'm so looking forward to getting back to Blackpool very, very soon. So I am. But anyway, moving on to some of the news from today I want to talk about on the podcast briefly today. Today's the big day, guys, where Apple finally announced the new iPhone 17. Which I'm excited about because I currently use the 15 Pro Max. Lewis has the normal 16. And I think Brooke has the 16 as well. And my mum, she's an iPhone too, but she has, I don't know, one, SE 2020 or something she has. But it's a wee tiny thing that suits her. I think if she had an iPhone 17, she'd have to be on the phone with me every 5 minutes going, what's wrong with this phone? Why is this not? Oh, dumb. So Apple finally announced the iPhone 17 today, which I cannot wait to see. I'm going to be watching the press conference at 6 tonight to see all these new features. Apparently they have a new feature for the camera, which is even better for me because I'm due to get a new phone in November, so I'm more likely to be getting the iPhone 17, which is going to make my vlogs even better, which is great. You obviously hear all the rumours of what type of camera is going to be on it, what new features are going to be on it. Apple are one of the companies that always keep it hush-hush under the hat. They always do, you know, when it comes to their new launch for their new iPads or iPhones or whatever. But again, it's every year now they're doing it. They're bringing out new phones. It's the iPhone 17 now, and I can't believe it's the 17. I remember brand the iPhone, the original iPhone. But yeah, the part of the features in this new phone are going to be incredible. The camera apparently is going to be even. I'm really hoping. I've heard a few rumors about maybe an 8K camera on it, and I'm really hoping that it is the case because, you know, I would love to shoot a vlog in 8K. But again, you just don't know until Apple, you know, release the information today. All these people say like, oh, it's going to have this feature, it's going to have that feature, it's going to do this, it's going to do that. Nobody actually knows until, you know, it actually is released or the information is released today. It's just sort of saying, you know, it's going to have all these new features with the new camera. Apparently, it's going to have 120 hertz refresh rate on it. Apparently, it's what I'm reading. The camera obviously going to be a lot more obviously more easier to use. It's going to have, apparently it's going to have a front facing camera. What was it, front or face back? 24 megapixel camera. There is rumors that it is going to be, it's not confirmed, but apparently there is going to be on the Pro Max and the Pro, there is going to be an 8K video support, so you can, I don't know, able to use 8K video on it or not. I'm not too sure. You know, the price of it is the big thing. People are going to be saying like, "What the hell is this? What's this phone going to cost?" I mean, my iPhone 15 Pro Max alone at the time cost like, was it £1,099? But I bought it as part of my contract. Which I love my 15 Pro Max. I love it. I love the camera, I love the features, I love everything about it, but the new one's coming out and it's like, right, I'm going to get the 17. Screw it. So yes, guys, I will be getting the 17. Not when it comes out, unfortunately. Well, they say it's out, is it this month or next month? So either way, I'll be getting it from my new contract, from a new phone. So I'm looking forward to it today, guys. And is it 6 o'clock UK time or something? This, what do you call it? This press conference happens with Apple, and I'm looking forward to watching it. Lewis said he's not watching it with me because he says, Dad, I'll just get too annoyed because I've only got the normal 16. I don't have a Pro or a Pro Max, and it's really annoying me. I know for a fact that the 17 is going to make me want one. I'm like, well, tough shit. You fucking got a 16 there not that long ago. But I'm looking forward to it, guys, to see what all new features it has. Again, I could read out some of the features that you read out online, but you don't know because Apple is so good at this where they keep everything under wraps. They even apparently make phone companies and all, like their sales reps and all, like agree to saying, look, listen, you don't announce nothing, you say nothing, you don't even, if you hear anything at all which is true, you say fuck all about it. They're so good at that, Apple. And again, people always have these arguments with me and arguments with each other and stuff saying, oh, but Apple's not as good as Android. There is the benefits of having Android where you can get more flexibility with different apps and stuff like that. People download apps that they shouldn't have on their phones and all like that. But for what I use my iPhone, I absolutely love it. The camera quality is superb. The audio on the camera is amazing. It's so easy to do my stuff that I need on it for my daily life, not just vlogs, other things too as well. And I'm really, really happy with it. So I had Android for years and years and years and years. But I went back to Apple and I'm glad I did. So it's a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it. Especially what I did it for. So it is. But I'm looking forward to this today to see exactly what features and what other stuff is coming out on this new iPhone 17. People are saying, oh, there's not going to be very much changing on it. It's Apple. They're bound to do something bigger. They're bound to. It's Apple at the end of the day, you know what I mean? So we'll just have to wait and see exactly what features appear on this new iPhone 17 and other things that they're going to be talking about on the big launch today, which is going to be fun and interesting to listen to. Guys, these 2 or 3 wee stories here really fucking grind at my gears. We've been talking about this for over a year or so now on the podcast in relation to economy. You know, I get a lot of people mail me all the time saying, you know, that they're finding it difficult now to pay their rent. They're finding it difficult to buy stuff now and affording like any type of luxury in their life now because of everything being so high in prices now. I just looked up, when I was away, actually, I found these stats. This is really annoying, and this is for the mainland, England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. I don't know about the Republic of Ireland because I couldn't really see much into it, like, because apologies to all my Irish listeners down south, but listen to this here, right? In the last 4 years, this is how much things have changed price-wise, and I did call this in 2020. I remember saying this to my parents when they were doing all that crap during COVID, oh, cheaper stuff, and then eat out for hell, half price, and all this crap. Listen, I used to see all this shit, we're sitting at home and we're getting paid to sit at home. See, when all this COVID lockdown shit stops, everything's just going to go through the fucking roof, the prices of everything. And nobody believed me. People used to laugh at me, oh no, you're full of shit and all, blah, blah. Who's laughing now, motherfucker? Listen to this. In the last 4 years, this is what rose in the UK alone. Gas prices have risen by, this is astonishing, 94.1%. Electric is up by 78%. Fuel, as in cars and stuff, 49.3%. Hotels are up in price by 37%. Rent, yeah, astonishing 35%. No surprise. And the price of food has been up by 25%. But listen to this here. As all them rise, the average earnings for a person in the UK is actually down by 2.8%. Isn't that fucking brutal? Gas, 94%. I remember sitting here saying to my mum, my dad, my brother, people who I knew, my friends, when we're all in lockdown, even when I was still with Sandra at the time, I was saying to her, you watch, everything's going to go fucking through the roof when this happens. Even to go out for a meal now is going to cost you a fortune. And they're like, I could all balance itself out. Look at it now. Remember that time when we were talking about this in the podcast, I think it was a year or so ago, the price of petrol and diesel was just fucking bedlam through the roof, and people were going, oh my God, why is this so expensive? Because this is how they're making their fucking money back. Open your eyes and look around you. Open your ears, look around you. This is the like wee game they're fucking playing. It's crazy. The government are making an absolute fortune out of us all. And the fact that the average wage has been down by 2.8% makes it even freaking worse. But there you go. I saw that there and I thought, I gotta read that out today. Just as I was talking about airlines, Ryanair, our lovely friends at Ryanair. Yeah, the airline which I ended up trying to avoid at all costs. Apparently there was a flight descended into an absolute brawl. A drunken passenger tried to open an emergency exit during mid-air. Is this person fucking cuckoo? Mad? Who open? Oh yeah, I'm going to sit here and have a few beers now. I'm going to go over and open that emergency exit and make everybody in the plane fucking die. Like, what world do these people live in? Are they mad in the head? I'm sorry, but if I was on that flight and I seen that clown that man getting up and trying to open an emergency exit, I'm sitting on the plane with my son or whatever, I'd knock that son of a bitch out. I would go over and say, what are you at? Are you opening this up for a laugh, mate? Are you? Bang! Sit the fuck down. Are you mad? Like, what is wrong with people? People are just, I don't know. It really annoys me, but this is the one that really ground my gears when I saw this morning. Yesterday I saw this. That Mayor of London, that absolute clown, Sadiq Khan, that balloon head who doesn't give a shit about the crimes in London, and London's going through the fucking shitter. This guy is another one who couldn't run a bath. Never met a city. The guy who's more corrupt than anything else in this world. The guy who doesn't give a shit about honest working class British people. Listen to this here. Now, the reason why this pissed me off is because, okay, I go to Liverpool to watch games. You all know it. You watch my videos. If you don't watch my YouTube videos and you want to go and see them, I go to Anfield a few times a year, watch Liverpool play. You know, I've got a privilege and an honour. I can get access to tickets at times, which I'm so thankful for and so grateful for. And before anybody asks me, stop fucking mailing me for tickets because you're not getting any. I'm sick of telling people this now. You know, once I help one person, then I got to help everybody. And no offense to these guys, it's hard enough to get tickets for me, never mind getting tickets for anybody else. I've said these before. If you want to get tickets, join the membership at the club itself. You get access to tickets through that way, or join a supporters club or something like that. People need to stop asking me for tickets because I am not getting tickets for anybody else. I'm sorry. I know it sounds cruel and nasty, but at the end of the day, I've had so many people, and I keep telling them, look, listen, if I help you, then I got to go and help him over there. Then I got to go and help this one. I'm going to get people coming back going, oh, but you helped them, but you wouldn't help me. So that's why I've said, no, sorry. I'll give you the route to do it, so go and sort yourselves out. I'm sorry, but you may think I'm being an asshole, but it's just the way it is because I am not getting tortured by people anymore. But this fucking moron, Sadiq Khan, received over £9,000 worth of Liverpool tickets since becoming Mayor of London. For free. For free. Yeah, you heard me. For free. And there's like me. Okay, yes, I said, yeah, I am eternally grateful for my tickets. But there's people out there who can't get tickets, who I generally do feel bad telling you, I'm not getting you a ticket, guys. I'm sorry, no, it's not happening. But there's people out there who I would love to help, but again, if I help them, then I gotta go and help them over there, and I gotta help. No. But this fucking prick Khan, the guy who, again, everybody wants him out of London. It's not, what was it? I seen a local person or celebrity called. It's not called the capital anymore. It's called the Crapital. The Crapital of London now, because the place is an absolute cesspool of crime and violence and murder and stabbings and fucking everything else. And he's run around. He can't even put a sentence together and answer questions. But this clown here has received over £9,000 worth of Liverpool tickets for free since he became the Mayor of London. Okay. I've personally never seen him at Anfield. So, what is going on? How come he can get free tickets, but the general public have to go out and bust their balls and pay, even for a hospitality ticket, £400 and £500, maybe more per ticket? You know, but this clown gets them all for free. Makes me cross. Really fucking grinds my bloody gears. Speaking of Liverpool, before I go, guys, the third kit dropped this morning, and I'm really happy with it. It looks beautiful. There's a lot of kit concepts going around the last few months about it all, and it's the green kit, and it's got the retro badge and the retro Adidas badge, and I am in heaven looking at it this morning, and I will be out to get that shirt very, very soon. But honestly, guys, that story about your man Khan really fucking grinded my gears. Anyway, moving on. I got some of your questions I want to answer today, guys. Thank you so much for obviously all you guys contacting me. I really do appreciate it. You obviously always get in touch with me. When I ask you for questions, you always answer every single time. I'm actually going to go here and check, first of all, Instagram, which I have some of your questions here. Where are we here? Oh, my iPad's been an absolute pain in the backside this morning. There we go. Instagram questions. Here we go. First one here from Aaron says, any future plans for travel vlogs? The Blackpool ones were awesome. Yes, I do. I have plenty planned. So I do, Aaron. I was going to plan maybe go out before the weekend, maybe a day during the week, but I'm so busy this week, I'm not going to get a chance. I may be going away somewhere this weekend. Now, I am going to a football match on Friday night, Linfield versus Glentoran, the Bell Classico, the big derby. Guy wants me to come with him, wants to sit at the Glentoran end, and I'm like, should have sit in the Glentoran end. I think my dad would kill me. Great view for the vlog. But I don't know. I said to him, let's pick a size so we can get our tickets before they're sold out. Yeah, I mean, over the next few weekends, I'm going to be possibly in the likes of Larne. I could be possibly be in Ballymena. I'm hoping to get to Coleraine very, very soon as well. And obviously then I've got a couple of Liverpool matches coming up this season, and I'm going to do a few wee day trips here and there whenever I get a chance, because obviously I'm trying to do more out and about footage now, as explained here in the podcast and the YouTube channel a few weeks ago. It's difficult now, obviously. It's like, even my mum said to me yesterday on the phone, she goes, I like watching all the old videos that you using the kids and me and your dad and all. I'm going, yeah, but it's hard now because a lot of you are not in the videos anymore. It's all mostly just me. I've had a lot of dickheads coming in going, Rafael, watching that, it's always just you. Well, hold on a wee second here. What the fuck do you want me to do? My kids are grew up now. They don't want to be in the vlogs as much anymore. Mum and dad I don't really see as much of them as what I do, because they're living their own life now. They're retired in a way, enjoying life. My brother, he's got his own life too as well. Plus he has his daughter and all. So what the fuck more do you want? I understand. And then I knew this day would eventually come. So this is what happens. That's why I'm trying to get out there now and do more different content to try and keep the channel ticking over and try and keep it going and trying to do. What the hell do they want? People you can't win. When you're the public guy, you can't win. But yeah, finish answering your question, yes, there will be more travel vlogs. There will be. Trust me. I'm trying to get to new places in this country, especially, that I've been to before, like drove through for football and stuff, but why I'm in the town, I want to go down earlier and explore the places. Like, I've been to Ballymena plenty of times for football, never been in the city centre. Never. Portadown's in our place, been to the football ground loads of times, never been in the city centre. Not that I don't know why there's very much in Portadown, I don't know. Larne's the same. You could say, there's not very much in Larne. I don't know. I've drove through it, but I've never actually been in. I'm straight to the ground, done my business at the football ground with the media, and then straight back out and home. Colerane's an one too. All these different places. You know what I mean? So it's like when I was in Bolton the other day, I never really got a chance to go around Bolton. Apparently Bolton City Centre is pretty far away from the stadium. But one day when I go back there, I'd love to go back to Bolton and see what Bolton like in the end. We're in Bolton, I don't know. So yeah, I want to, as I said, I want to explore more, and I want to see more different things for the channel, not just for the channel, for me too as well, to get out and about more. Moving on to the next one here. This bloody iPod's a nightmare today. Right, here we go here. What's your favourite story to tell people? My favourite story to tell people? I don't know, about many stories. I always get told all the time I have a very good memory. Favourite story? Now, if it was favourite story about me being on YouTube, I've obviously had a load of stories over the years with YouTube. Like Christmas videos and birthdays and, all these family moments. Like, I was talking to Tony on the phone when I was away in Blackpool, and I was saying, like, the stuff I have on my YouTube channel was unbelievable. The kids leaving schools, going back to school, starting secondary school, all these different things that they've done over the years. Birthday parties, mum and dad turning 60, mum turning 60, mum turning 60, 65, COVID lockdown, relationships ending, trips away, football videos, day trips, all that. It's hard to say, really, what my favourite story would be to tell. Was that bloody many to tell? I could write a book. That was from Ram, by the way. Let's have a look here. One here says here, this one here is from Sebastian. Oh, Sebastian on Instagram. Hello, Sebastian. It's a bit of I haven't heard that name for a long time. Sebastian says, hey Matt, how's it going? Love the YouTube channel. Came across it there recently from your recent football videos in Northern Ireland. I am from the mainland of England, just on the border of Wales, but I absolutely love your channel. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you for that, Sebastian. It's not even much a question, it's more of an answer. Yeah, what you're saying, but thank you very much for that. That's a random name, Sebastian. I actually heard a name last night I haven't heard for a long time. Leighton. Mm-hmm. And I was sitting there last night, and I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was going, where that name? I was a Manchester United goalkeeper. His last name was Leighton, but I couldn't remember his first name, and then I got up this morning, and it just went to my head. Jim Leighton. Ex-Manchester United goalkeeper. Back in the day. Because when I heard that name, I thought, I don't know, where did I hear that name for? There was a keeper player from Man United back in the 80s. I think it was the early 90s as well. His name was Leighton, but it wasn't his first name, it was his last name. Jim Leighton. So there you go. See, good memory. I'll do one more from Instagram, then I'll jump over to the emails. Let's have a wee Jeffy joke here and see. Thank you for your response, guy, my Instagram story. I put it up, was it last night, yesterday? Here we go. Let's have a look and see. Right. One here from Lewis with a W, Lewis. Lewis says, "Hey Matt, how's it going? Question for your podcast. Do you miss being a football? I know you're involved in football for such a long time, but do you actually miss it? I know you've been doing match day vlogs across the country and beyond for the last year or so, but my question is, do you not miss being back with local football? Being around players, staff, all the stuff going on behind the scenes. Do you miss making match day videos when you're on the travels with Lewis as well? Because I know you two used to love doing it. Can I please get your honest opinion on it?" Well, that's Lewis with a W, Lewis. Lewis, and his surname must be a W because it's Lewis W on Instagram. I was actually funny enough talking about this last night with a friend of mine. I was like, yeah, I've got to the point now where, yeah, I do miss it. I actually do really miss it. I miss getting up on a Saturday morning, getting on my gear, my football gear, getting my bag packed, getting Lewis's bag packed, going on, whether it's the train or jumping in a car with someone and going to a different ground and talking to people and all the argy-bargy, going to the training ground and during the week doing some interviews, all the stuff behind the scenes. I miss all that. I do miss it now. But again, I'm focusing on this VRE project, this match day vlog situation where I'm traveling around the country and I'm going to different grounds and I'm seeing people who I'm seeing for a while. I've ran to so many people over the last year or so saying like, "Matthew, why aren't you back in football?" And I'm like, well, that's the $1 million question. And I do miss it. I actually really do miss it now. I'm actually starting to, but do you know what I miss the most though? I miss getting up and traveling with Lewis. I miss those days with Lewis where we go to a different ground, different town or city or whatever, traveling everywhere, team bus runs, away days, going to grounds where it's fucking pissing my rain, but it's the best feeling ever when you come away with the 3 points in the win. All these different things, and it's just, I miss the argy-bargy of football. I really do. But maybe one day I'll get back into it. But I'm enjoying this project in the minute where I'm, going around and I'm doing match day vlogs and people are enjoying them and it's fun. I'm enjoying it. So I really am enjoying it. Right, let's get into some of your, I'll do 2 emails and then I'll grab a Facebook question before I hit the road. Right, let's have a look here and see. Right, email here from Catherine. Catherine with a K. Let's have to see where she's put down where she's from. She hasn't. So, Catherine says, "Hey Matt, how's it going? Dreading the fact that it's now back to September and the summer's now officially over. Have you had any great memories from this summer at all you can look back on and smile with? I know obviously it's been a bit of a weird summer, but again, it's been one of those summers that I will obviously want to forget. Oh dear. I recently broke up with my partner of 15 years. Oh shit. And I've now found it quite difficult, but I'm trying to remain positive and trying to move forward. Have you any fond memories from this summer yourself? I hope you're keeping well, but can I just say, relationships can be a bastard." Oh, fuck. That's what it says. It's word of God, guys. Relationships can be a bastard. Take care of yourself. Love listening to your podcast and watching your YouTube videos with you and your lovely family. Keep up the good work. That was from Catherine. Catherine, I'm really, really sorry, darling, to hear about that. Relationships can be tough. They really can. They can be a kick in the balls sometimes. No pun intended to me. With you being a woman and stuff, but no. It is a. I gotta put it. It can be heartbreaking. Like 15 years, I was there. I know how you feel. I was married to Brooke and Lewis's mum for a long time. We were together a long time. Excuse me. And relationships are so difficult at times, especially when they end. Now, I don't know why yours ended badly or goodly or whatever. I don't know how it ended, but again, it's so hard when you're with someone for so long and you know them inside out and they're part of your life. They're basically like, it's like losing a limb. When you care for somebody so much or you love somebody so much and then all of a sudden they're gone, it literally breaks you in two. And I've been there. Trust me, it's not easy. I've had a couple of relationships over the years, but I can honestly look people in the eye now and say that there's been 2 relationships in my life that has literally broke me. And I had to get up and I had to try and move forward. But all I can say to you is, just try and stay strong. I don't even know why you have any children with your now ex-partner. But if you do, focus on them. Make them your main focus. Because at the end of the day, they're the ones who are your rock, who will get you through that situation. And again, it's difficult. It's so hard whenever you lose somebody after so long. But you did ask me there about my memories of the summer. Yeah, it's been a funny old summer. It's been... In recent memories, I've had a lot of great summers over the years with the kids. But again, it's weird now because they're growing up. I've been so used to being in dad mode for so many years now, and I'm not so much as more now because obviously the kids are older now and away doing their own thing and they're doing their own life and all now, and everything's changed. And anybody who I did know are all married now with their own kids and the way doing their own lives. So it's been a funny old summer. I've also had good memories with Lewis and the likes of London and different wee things like that, and or wee bits and bobs with the family and whatnot. But it was an all right summer. But yeah, no, it's been a funny old summer. But obviously with yourself, it's been not a very good summer. But all I can say to you is just try and stay positive. And I know you're probably thinking, but it's hard to right now, and it's shit and everything. In time, it does get a little bit easier. But again, if you love somebody so much, sometimes it's very hard even to get over them at all. And that's why I always say to people, that's why people ask me all the time, why are you still single after all these years? You've been single, 3.5 years now? Why are you still single? Because I wanted to go away and heal from all my past, whether it be my marriage ending, divorces, other relationships ending, constantly being hurt, just going away and flushing all that crap out of my system, which I should have done after my marriage ended. Took a couple of, good few years away and just cleared all that out of my system, but I didn't do it, and it was my mistake. And I paid for it in the end. And I admit that now, I paid for it in the end because I had someone else after that who I worshipped the ground she walked on. I doted on her, and she's not here anymore. So relationships are hard, but all I can say to you is just keep your head up, keep pushing forward. And if you have got kids, make them your main focus because they will be your rock and they will get you through it. So sorry again about your relationship, and once again, thank you for supporting the podcast as well. It means a lot. But let me know how you in a couple of weeks' time or months' time, whatever is down the line. Keep me posted on how you're feeling, how you're getting on, because I'd like to hear from you more. And again, I'm always here to listen, as always. So let me know how you're getting on. I would appreciate it, and you stay strong, Catherine, and you'll get there. Take a while, but you'll get there. So you will. Right, let's do another email before we go to Facebook. So I've been rambling on quite a bit today. But it's good. This is therapy where I can get things off my chest. It's great. Right, here we go. Where are we? Right, I've one here from Kevin. Kevin, where are you from? Scrolling all the way down. Kevin from London. Hello, Kevin from London. Kevin says, hey, Matt, how's it going? Love your podcast. Been listening to it for a few months now. Also came across your YouTube channel as well. I came across your podcast by just searching through Spotify. But then I avoided trying to watch your YouTube channel for a while because I'm not really into YouTubers. But I started watching you anyway and saw you were recently in London. Loved your videos from London, especially with the one with you and your son at the show at the O2. Thank you very much for that. I have a small son as well who's only 9 years of age. But it's so much fun watching them grow up. But I'm also regretting it because they grew up too bloody quick. Which is true. Keep up the good work, my friend, and hopefully when you're back in London again, you can experience more of our great city. Take care, Kevin. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, they do grow up too quick. Far too fucking quick. Far too quick. So enjoy it. He's only 9. Enjoy it because next minute you'll blink your eye, it'll be 16. Or it'll be 19 or 20, and you'll be going, oh my God, where the hell did time go? Enjoy every moment with them. Because the blink of an eye, they grew up and gone. So they are. So thank you for your email. Right, let's get into Facebook before I wrap this up for today. And I'm just sitting here about to happened to have a look out the window there and seen a big dark cloud forming over my house. So, yeah, it looks like it's going to piss down today. Wonderful. Here we go. Right, I've one here from Rod. Is that short for Rodney or Ronald or what is it? Just Rod on Facebook. Just says here, hey Matt, how's it going? Quick question for you, not just for me, more so for my wife. Can I ask you where you got your elephant artwork I've saw in your vlogs from your house? My wife absolutely adores it, and she's a big fan of elephants, and she wants to know where you got it from. Bit of a random question. I was like that guy on the live stream last week asked me where I got my wallpaper from because his wife wanted to know where the wallpaper was. I got that big elephant picture, and you're not going to believe me when I tell you this. The Range. Yeah, The Range. And I think it was $24.99 or something like that. And when people come to my house, they go, oh my God, you must have spent a fortune on that. No. It's like 25 or 35 quid or something like that. Yeah. I just saw it and went, I need that in my house. So, yeah, I love it. So, but there you go. You can go and let your wife know now, and she can go and get it. And torture you. Oh dear, thank you for your question, Rod. I appreciate it. Right, guys, that is going to bring us to the end of this Tuesday's edition of the podcast. Now, a lot of you are probably going to think, well, where didn't he talk about Angela Rayner today, the girl who gets sacked from the government of Deputy Prime Minister? Because she's not worth the waste of breath, that's why. She's a clown. That's why I'm not going to talk. Because some of you have been asking me, for what I can see through the Instagram questions, some of you have been asking me about her, but is she really worth a breath? Maybe I'll talk about her on Thursday. We're back on Thursday for another podcast, guys. You want to get your questions in, you know how to do it by now. The email, mirrorarmypodcast@yahoo.com. If you're listening to us on Facebook here, while this is being played on your Facebook, well, we're listening to us on the Facebook page, you can comment through there or comment on any of the posts, asking questions. Or if you are on Instagram, you can drop me a DM on there for Thursday. Plus, we've got Jackass of the Week coming up on Thursday, which I probably think I know what's going to happen there on Thursday. Because a lot of you have been giving me some suggestions for last week, but I never got the podcast done. So, guys, I apologise for that. For no podcast last Thursday. So, yeah, we're back, guys. Also, before I go, don't forget to check out our friends. As I said at the start of this podcast, FTBL Spot. They are our good football suppliers and partners in the Mirror Army. And go and check those guys out as well. And also, don't forget to go and check out all the vlogs, guys, on the YouTube channel, Mirror Army YouTube channel on there. And also check out our social media feeds, which is the Mirror Army YouTube channel, Facebook page, and the Instagram, guys, as well. And don't forget to get the Mirror Army merch. The new merch looks amazing. Some of the new logos. And I've got a couple more we're going to be dropping this week. So we are. So stay tuned for that on the store. Some of you guys have been sending me in your pictures with your new T-shirts and stuff. So thank you very much for that. I've ordered a couple myself to be sent from the supplier. Hopefully get in the next day or two. So we'll be wearing more of the T-shirts in the blogs to show you guys the shirts. So yeah, get them there as well. But we're back on Thursday, guys. Let me know who you think the Jackass of the Week should be this week. I would appreciate it. And until Thursday, I hope you all have a great Tuesday and Wednesday, even though the weather forecast for this country is a little shite. And it's not great. It's going to be raining for the next few days, which I'm not looking forward to. But I'm going to obviously get on with my day and keep busy. So I've got loads of things on to do this week. So until Thursday, guys, hope you have a good Tuesday and Wednesday. And I will see you back here on Thursday for another episode of the Mirror Army podcast. And also, guys, stay tuned for more vlogs coming up this week as well on the channel. Plenty coming up. Right, till Thursday. Enjoy the next few days, guys. And I'll see you back here for another episode of the Mirror Army podcast. Thanks for listening, guys.